Josue back again with another video, and this video is about meditation. Alright, so a lot of you guys have been asking about meditation. Meditation is amazing, and there are plenty of ways to meditation. Like if you're doing anything you love truly, that is a meditation. Anything that takes your mind away from your everything that you're going through. Nowadays we tend to focus a lot. Our minds are running around like crazy. We're thinking about our bills, we're thinking about our jobs, we're thinking about our kids, we're thinking about so many things. We're thinking about, of course, now that we're super connected, we're thinking about things like racism and all the global disasters, climate change. There is so much going on in the world. There's so much to think about. There's so much to freak out about. There's so much to be fearful about. But at the same time, there's a lot more of the other thing as well. We have to be careful. So, if you're looking to meditate, maybe you're trying to calm yourself down, maybe you're too worried. One thing that you should definitely do before you even meditate is to turn off the news. Like, don't watch the news. Don't watch the news, and do your best to not get involved into fear-based, news or fear-based things like the Illuminati. Like trying to look into the Illuminati and like conspiracies. Like those things are deep rabbit holes that you don't really want to go down. They will consume your life. Like I feel like when I started looking at that stuff, my vibration lowered, and I just started getting a darker view of the world. And our perception is everything. So if you go down those rabbit holes, your world will change, but not for the better. So definitely do your best to stay away from that, because that fear, it really does creep in and it stays there, and it's just something else that you're gonna have to battle through. So do your best to not watch the news. Just try to stay away from anything fear-based, anything like competition-based, anything ego-based. Just limit those things. Like limit talking down about people, limit the gossiping, limit the drama. Get yourself in a good place, and meditation will help with this. Meditation will help for you to be more conscious, to be more aware of how you feel. One thing that you can also do is, before you react in a situation, if you feel like you're about to react negatively, just take a deep breath. Meditation is really all about the breath. So if you don't have the time to meditate about something, just take a breath. Take a deep breath, and just when you take a deep breath, it's like you slow everything down. So just breathe before you act, so that you don't react. But yeah, anything that takes you away from those thoughts, that just calms you down and you're able to enjoy, you're smiling, you're laughing, that's meditation. So singing, dancing, skating, playing a sport, all these things are a meditation in their own right. But the meditation I'm talking about today is like when you actually just sit down and stop moving your body. This is like one of the best meditations, because in this world nowadays, we find it hard to sit still. We're always moving, we're constantly thinking, we're always doing something, or on our phones or on our computers, we're watching something, we're talking on the phone. Like we just never sit still. And when we get that time to be alone, we get bored, and then we tend to just do more things, like go back on the phone, or call somebody, or just go out to drink, grab some beer or smoke, or just take a nap, or look at a wall. We'll do anything but sit still. And sitting still is one of the best things you can do to just like relax the body, get rid of some tension, and just kind of, you can also go through a lot of things that you've been going through. When we don't slow down, we just keep on just absorbing. We just keep on taking in and taking in, whenever filtering out. Your body, as you can see, we eat and it filters out, and then there's waste. But we don't, spiritually, we have to do that as well, and that's when meditation comes into play. When you go through something, you're going through it, when you meditate, it helps you to find solutions. Because like I mentioned in the other video, is when you're trying to find something, when you lose something, you're trying to find it, you're focusing on it all the time, and you can't find it. But when you just stop focusing on it, you're like, what, forget it, I give up. Next thing you know, boom, it's right there. And that's what meditation allows you to do. You're trying to solve your life problems. You're trying to work it out. You're trying to put more effort and more hard work. Like they tell you, it's all about hard work. But it's not about the hard work. It doesn't have to be hard. We make it harder. We complicate things. If you look into nature, there's no animal here struggling. Unless we get in their way, then they struggle. But there's no animal struggling. Like they find their food, they have their shelter, they have everything that they need. They're not struggling, but we are struggling. So struggling is something that we are choosing to do. It's a state of mind, and we can get out of that mindset by decluttering our mind and realizing who we truly are, and realizing how much power we truly have over our existence, over the things around us. Because we can impact the world, we can impact all world by changing what's within us, and meditation allows you to go within. The inner world reflects the outer world. If you really look at your outside world is always reflecting your inner world. So you just work on your inner world and work less on the outer world. So that's what the meditation is all about. It brings you within. You get to calm yourself down. You get to relax, and you get to hear your thoughts and just see them as noise. Those thoughts are just thoughts. You don't have to identify with any of them. They're just thoughts. We're always thinking. We're never not thinking. So of course we're gonna have a bunch of crazy thoughts, and just let them go. And with the way I like to meditate is I either sit down or I lay down, and I focus on my breath. Sometimes I focus on my breath. So when I'm like counting down, that's like 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, and I'll just count in my head like that, and I'll go all the way down to 100. If I get off track, if I get distracted, then I just go back to the last number that I remember, and I keep on going. And eventually, my mind stops, my mind slows down, and it gets better over time. At first, your mind's gonna wander like crazy. You're just gonna be like, I can't do this, but don't give up. If anything, when you first start, try like 3 minutes or try like 5 minutes. Put a timer, only do like 5 minutes, and keep on going until you get better and better. And if you lose track, like I said, just go back to the last number you remember and then go back down. Also, something to keep in mind when you start meditating, if you haven't meditated before, you will realize that you might get all these sensations throughout your body, and it's okay. Do your best not to freak out. Relax. You might feel as if like there's just ants crawling all over you. You might feel as if like you're getting bit everywhere. I mean, there are sometimes, it varies why these things happen. It could have to do with your diet. So if you have a cleaner diet, it is a little bit of a better experience. If you're eating like a lot of oils and fast foods and meats and things like that, your body is gonna not want this even more. Because like it's your ego. Your ego's gonna want you to like not sit still. Your ego wants you to be distracted, because the ego just wants more, and it just wants to consume and consume and consume. The ego doesn't really care what it's consuming as long as it's consuming. So when you slow down, it's like eventually you can get to an ego death, but the ego doesn't want to die. The ego wants to be in charge. But when you slow yourself down and you can go within, what you find within is love. What you find within is remembering who you are. And when you remember that you are love, you go from living an ego-based lifestyle, which is about accumulating things, competition, separation, being better than other people, and it's all about me, me, me. And you go from that to a love-based lifestyle, which is more about we. It's about communication. It's about authenticity. It's about vulnerability. It's about togetherness. It's about all being one. So we go from me, me, me to we are one. And that's where the meditation brings you to, and that's why it's so crucial to get there. And what helps too is definitely coming out to nature more often. If you don't go at all, start going out to nature. Find a park near you. There's this app called All Trails. You could download that and find like trails near you. Go to one, walk there. You can spend like hours there if you want, and just relax. And it's great to meditate outdoors. Meditate in nature, it's even easier. There's like, then you have your own little music. You can have the birds singing, you can have the grasshoppers, you can have like maybe there's some water nearby. You can have some nice nature sounds to go along with it. If you're at home, then you can look up some 432 hertz, some 528 hertz. There's a bunch of different frequencies that you can use. Just look up to see what the frequencies do. 432 and 528 are some of the more common ones. You can look up binaural beats, put some headphones on, and then just those tones can help you to relax and achieve different states of consciousness. So those help out, and it is a beautiful thing. I did, like when I was, lately I haven't been meditating every day, which is not good. Life does get in the way sometimes, and that's an excuse, but sometimes I'm not perfect, and we're not meant to be perfect, but we try to do our best. So it's very good to be consistent with it. If you can do it every day for a couple of months, like it literally, like science has proven that if you can continuously meditate and be consistent with it, it literally changes your brain. It changes the formation of your brain. So this is like literally life changing. this is life changing. This is something that they should be teaching in schools. And I do believe, I've read in some news articles that there are some schools that are implementing meditation. That's how powerful it is. You know, it really is like it gives us our life force back. It gives us our energy back. It gives us our power back. Like I said, it brings us back to love. You know, and sometimes I use meditation to just, like I said, I use it to go through, you know, situations what I'm going through. I ask questions during my meditation. I can think better because now my thoughts aren't all over the place, and also my thoughts aren't as negative as they were, because now I'm in a calmer state. You know, it's easier to find a solution to a problem if you're at a calmer state. If you're angry, sad, depressed, or whatever, and you're trying to find a solution, it's gonna be tough. But if you sit down, you breathe, you calm yourself, and you're relaxed, you got some nice music going on, or you got some nice environment, you got some nice waterfalls, or whatever it is in the background, just soothing you, relaxing you, then you're just like, you're at peace, and it's like, oh yeah, I could just do that, I could just do that, I could just do that, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, I see a lot of people going through a lot in life, and they're struggling, they're trying to figure out, they're doing all that they can physically to fix the situation or to try to get out of the situation. But you know, the thing is, usually the frequency, the vibration that you are at is what brings you to that situation, and then you're trying to fix that situation while you're still in that same vibration. So you got to raise your vibration. You got to come to a new perspective. You know, I began to truly live because I changed my perspective. My perspective changed starting with the food that I was eating. You know, I started eating raw vegan foods like fruits and vegetables, a lot of fruits. And my perspective changed because my health changed. My newfound health gave me a new perspective. And so that's what we have to do when we're struggling or trying to find a solution to a problem, is we have to get a new perspective. We have to go climb a mountain, you know. You feel a lot better after climbing a mountain, and because now you're looking at and you've been looking at the world from up here, now you're looking at the world from up here, and you're just seeing many, many more possibilities. And that's what meditation brings you. It is absolutely crucial. It is important. It is something that should be a part of your life from this day on until the rest of your life. Like meditation, and just preach about it to everybody. Like everybody could use some meditation. I see a lot of people just stressed and emotional eating, and meditation helps a lot with that. If you're about to eat emotionally, just take a couple of deep breaths, maybe go meditate for a little bit, and then let the hunger pass, because you know it's just a craving. So that is my video on meditation, guys. It is, like I said, it's you don't have to complicate it. Keep it very simple. Just sit still. Just sit still and just be aware. Just you know, focus on your breath. That way you can get away from your thoughts. And if it's okay if you don't get it right the first time, just keep on going. You know, we never get anything right the first time. Life is all about failure, and failure is not a bad thing. We have to fail in order to succeed. So if you fail, just keep on going. And when you learn how to walk, you fail many, many times, but you didn't give up, did you? So don't give up in meditation. If anything, just look up the benefits. Look up the benefits. I mentioned a lot of the benefits here, but there are so many more. You know, it really does heal the body. It does so much wonders to the body. It does so much to the soul. It's like I said, it has changed my life, and it is a tool that I use every day. Whenever my energies get all messed up or I just feel out of whack, I just go somewhere, I sit down. Sometimes I use a crystal. You know, I have crystals. There's plenty of different crystals for different reasons. Sometimes I meditate with a crystal. I hold it in my hand and kind of focus on it. And it's just beautiful. Yeah, I get so many sensations. I can feel myself relieving some tension, you know, when I meditate. Because, you know, sometimes we just get so tense. Especially me, I do tense up a lot. But when I meditate, I'm just like relaxed, and I can feel my body. Sometimes my body will twitch. I'll feel like vibrations. I'll feel like tingling all throughout my body. I feel energy just coursing through my body, and it's a beautiful thing. And I ended up having an out-of-body experience before through meditation, which was amazing. I left my body. I was freaked out. I'll do another video on that. But I freaked out when I had that. But it was absolutely amazing because it showed me that there's so much more to this world. And sometimes really, in order to get more, we just have to slow down. In order to experience more of life, we just have to be. And that's what you do in meditation. You're just being. You're not doing anything, you're just being. You know, we're not human doings, we're human beings. So meditation allows you to just be. Sit still and just be, and enjoy and appreciate. Hear the sounds. And sometimes you can meditate with your eyes open. You can just look at the water. You know, it's called hydromancy. I haven't looked too much into that, but I love just looking at the water. It just does so much wonder. You can just look at the trees. You just sit still, look at the trees, feel the wind, feel everything around you, hear everything around you. Use your senses, activate your senses, and then just enjoy the world. Just be. That's it. So if you like this video, hit the like button below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one if you have not already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.